Inside the minds of UK's deadliest serial killers. Ever wondered what drives someone to become a serial killer? Today, we dive into the minds of the UK's most notorious criminals. These chilling stories reveal the dark sides of human nature and the psychological factors that fueled their crimes. Welcome back. Today, we'll explore three of the UK's most infamous serial killers and the psychological reasons behind their actions. Understanding their motives can shed light on the complexities of the human mind and criminal behavior. Let's start with Jack the Ripper, the mysterious figure who terrorized London in the late 1800s. Jack the Ripper's identity remains unknown, adding to the intrigue and horror surrounding his brutal crimes against women in the Whitechapel district. Jack the Ripper brutally murdered at least 5 women in Whitechapel. His gruesome methods left a lasting impact on the community and law enforcement. The sheer brutality of the killings and the lack of a clear motive continue to baffle experts. Experts suggest he may have had psychopathic tendencies and possibly suffered from severe mental illness. His ability to evade capture and the calculated nature of his crimes indicate a complex psychological profile that still fascinates criminologists and psychologists today. Peter Sutcliffe, known as the Yorkshire Ripper, was active between 1975 and 1980, spreading fear across northern England. His brutal attacks on women left communities paralyzed with fear and uncertainty. Sutcliffe's reign of terror profoundly impacted the region and its residents. Sutcliffe's crimes were particularly heinous, involving the murder of 13 women and attempted murder of 7 others. His methods were brutal and calculated, leaving a trail of devastation. The sheer number of victims underscores the severity of his actions. Psychologists believe Sutcliffe's deep-seated hatred towards women may have stemmed from early life experiences. His violent tendencies were likely exacerbated by personal insecurities and unresolved trauma. Understanding his psychological profile can offer insights into the roots of his brutality. Harold Shipman, one of the most prolific serial killers in modern history, used his position as a trusted doctor to carry out his crimes. Over several decades, Shipman killed over 200 patients, exploiting their trust and his authority in a horrifying manner. Shipman exhibited signs of narcissistic personality disorder, craving control and power over life and death. His need for dominance and lack of empathy made him a highly dangerous individual. Analyzing his psychological makeup reveals the terrifying potential of unchecked authority figures. Harold Shipman, often referred to as Dr. Death, displayed signs of narcissistic personality disorder, which fueled his need for control and power. Shipman's desire to play God over his patients' lives tragically resulted in the deaths of over 200 individuals. Shipman's trusted position as a doctor allowed him to exploit his patients' vulnerability. His charming facade masked a sinister intent, making his crimes particularly insidious. The cloak of medical authority enabled him to commit these atrocities undetected for years. Comparing these killers reveals a commonality: a blatant disregard for human life. Each exhibited severe psychological disorders, manifesting in their heinous acts. This common thread underscores the complex interplay between mental illness and extreme criminal behavior. In the late 1800s, London was chaotic, providing the perfect cover for Jack the Ripper's gruesome acts. The city's foggy streets and bustling environment allowed him to blend in, making it challenging for authorities to track him. The 1970s in Yorkshire were marked by economic turmoil, potentially exacerbating Peter Sutcliffe's violent tendencies. Social and economic pressures may have intensified his deep-seated hatred towards women, driving him to commit his horrific crimes during this tumultuous period. Shipman's killings in the late 20th century highlight the dangers of unchecked authority figures. His role as a trusted doctor allowed him to commit atrocities without suspicion, demonstrating the critical need for oversight in positions of power and trust. These killers instilled fear and changed the way society viewed safety and trust. Their actions led communities to become more vigilant, fundamentally altering perceptions of safety in everyday life and emphasizing the importance of community awareness and protection. They forced law enforcement to evolve, leading to better investigative techniques. Advances such as forensic science and profiling emerged from the urgent need to catch these criminals, significantly improving the ability to solve and prevent future crimes. Understanding the psychology behind these crimes can help in developing better prevention strategies. Insights into the mental health issues and motives driving these killers enable authorities to recognize warning signs and intervene before potential threats escalate. Even today, these cases remind us of the importance of mental health awareness and vigilance. By learning from past tragedies, society can work towards better mental health support and ensure that individuals receive the help they need before it's too late. The stories of these killers are horrifying, but they offer valuable lessons in psychology and criminal justice. By studying their actions and motives, we gain insights into the complexities of the human mind and the importance of early intervention. These cases highlight the critical need for mental health awareness and robust support systems. Understanding the psychological factors at play can aid in identifying potential risks and preventing future tragedies. Society must prioritize mental health to foster a safer environment for all. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into true crime and psychology. Your engagement helps us continue to explore these complex topics and bring valuable information to our viewers.